Good evening, all of you. A very warm welcome to this session. So today was the IBPS clerk exams first day, and whoever has given the exam, I hope they have given it well. Tomorrow will be the second session, so I wish all the best for you. And the third day will be on the 2nd September. That will be Sunday. Okay. So today, yeah, someone asked me in the comment that what was the previous year prelims cutoff for IBPS clerk. So previous year prelims cutoff was 71 for the state of Goa. This is state wise. Okay, it's not a national wise. For clerical post, this is state wise. So for the state of Goa, it was 71. So today we are going to talk on syllogism. Syllogism is a topic. For sure shot, it will come for 5 marks in your prelims and same for 5 marks in mains. Okay, so this will come for 5 marks for prelims and for 5 marks for mains. Now, what is syllogism? Basically, I'll give you an example. You must have seen this type of problem that all A are B, some B are C, and then some conclusions are there that some A are not C or some A are C. So in that, say this is the first conclusion, this is second conclusion. You have to tell that which one is correct, which one is false. So that is the question comes under syllogs. We call it in shortcut as syllogism. So we'll see from the beginning how it is, how to deal with the question, what is the concept behind it, what is that all, some, how to make the diagram, because this is a diagrammatic, it's a Venn diagram type. Okay, statements and conclusion. It comes under statement and conclusion. So we have to draw a diagram first. So we have 4 relations. One is all, second one is some, third one is some not, and fourth one is not. No. So these are the only 4 relation in syllogs. So we will start with the first one, all. I'll take the example, all A are B. All A are B. Now, when I say all A are B, how I draw? I draw A inside and B outside. That makes my all A are B. Now, next, we have conclusions under it. Now, this is a statement, okay? This is a statement. And then we'll be having our conclusions. We'll be having our conclusion. Now, under this conclusion, we have 2 different types of conclusion. One is definite and one is possible conclusion. Okay. So one is the definite conclusion and one is the possible conclusion. Definite conclusion is something which we can see in diagram. Definite conclusion is something which we can see in the diagram. Whereas possible conclusion is which we cannot see, but it can be possible. It can be possible. We'll see everything, how it is possible, how it is definite. We'll see everything. Now, under the definite, what we can see in the diagram first. See, this is all A, R, B. In all A or B, I can see what else I can see here. If you see this red portion, I can say that first of all A or B. Okay, all A or B is the first thing first. Next, next is see this red shaded portion. Okay, see this red shaded portion. Now I can say this red part is a part of A as well as the part of B. Correct? I can say no that this red part is part of A as well as since it is coming under B, it is a part of B. So I can say that some A or B. Now these are the things I can see in the diagram. Okay, that is actually visible. I am not making something; it can be seen. Now again, look it from the other angle. If I say this red portion, since this is also the part, since this is a part of B, it is also the part of A. I am just saying, other way around. How I said that is red portion is a first part of A, then it is a part of B. But I can also say that red portion is a part of B, then it is a part of A. Similarly, I can say that some B are A. Okay. For example, if take a live example, you have your bedroom in your house. So, and there is a table inside your bedroom. So you can say that table is a part of your bedroom as well as the table is a part of your house. Or you can say the table is a part of your house and as well as the table is a part of your bedroom. Similarly, some A are B and some B are is one and same. Now, come to the possible conclusions. Now, what are the possible conclusions which we cannot see in the diagram? The possible conclusions are which is directly cannot be seen, but it can be derived. The possible conclusions, I'll tell you that it cannot be seen directly, but it can be derived. Can be derived. Now, how it can be derived? First thing, what if I say that all B are A? Now you will say, sir, in the diagram, we can see that all A are B. How you can say that all B are A? All B are A means what? B has to go inside the circle of A. But that is not the case. But what I can say that let us say this is A. This is my A. And I'll change the color of the pen. I'll make it yellow. And I'll say that this portion overlapping A is my B. Okay. The portion overlapping A is B. So I can say that all A are B and all B are A. Both circles are overlapping each other. So in that case, I can say that all B are A is a possible. This is a possible, not a definite. Means we are deriving it. We are directly not linking it. We are deriving it. Next one, I can say that now, just like how we saw the red portion, you see something outside the A circle. What if I say that this portion of B, what if I say that this portion, this yellow portion of B, that yellow portion of B is not the part of A? What if I say that yellow portion of B is not the part of A? Cross means no. Cross means no relation. So I can say that some B are not A. So I can say that some part of B is not A. Understand with the example that you have a house, you have a bedroom and your kitchen. Kitchen is the part of your house, but kitchen is not the part of your bedroom. So similarly, that there will be some portion of B, this shaded portion of B, which cannot be the part of A. In that way, we can say that some B are not A. Again, this is a possible conclusion. These both are possible conclusions. Means we are deriving it. We are not directly saying it. We are just deriving it by changing something in the question. But make sure that whenever you are drawing a possible conclusion, you should not change the actual statement. Whenever you are drawing this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 conclusion, make sure that this remains always true. All A are B. Okay. Now, if you say, let us say, if you say that, sir, can I say that some A are not B? No, you cannot say that some A are not B because in the diagram A is completely inside the B. And if you say that some A are not B, that means you are actually violating the statement, which is not allowed. So we have only two possible conclusions and three definite conclusions here. Take a screenshot of that. Now, all is done. Now we'll come to the sum part. Just remember how to draw this diagram. This diagram is very important. Part 1 will be your diagram, part 2 will be finding the conclusion. Next is sum. We are studying syllogism. Next is sum. Now, I can say example, sum A R B. Now, under the sum A R B, the diagram looks like this. This is the circle A. Sum means what? Sum of the portion is related to B. So I can say that sum A R B. So, again, we will be having some definite conclusion and some possible conclusion. Now, under the definite conclusion, what we can actually see in the diagram. See, what I can see in the diagram directly without changing anything, I can directly say that sum A or B. I can also say that sum B or A. Right? Sum A or B and sum B or A. Both are same. Whenever you have sum A or B, sum B or A will automatically go. Now, what is possible in the diagram? What we cannot see, but we can make that happen. What is that? First of all, I can say that all A or B. That is possible. In the last part when we study about all section, we saw that whenever the diagram was all A or B, some A or B was also the part of that. Similarly, whenever there is some A or B, then all A or B is possible. Here, all A or B will not come under definite because we cannot see the A inside the B in the diagram. And when we cannot see directly, that does not come under definite. That comes under possible. So, all A are B. Similarly, I can say that all B are A. Third one, I can say some A are not B. How I can say? Let us assume that this portion of A. Let us assume that this portion of A is not the part of B, and this portion of B is not the part of A. So I can say again that some B are not A. So some A are not B, some B are not A. All B are A, all A are B. These are the possible conclusions. These are the possible conclusions. And these are the definite conclusions. Okay, these are the possible conclusions, these are the definite conclusions. You have to understand this chart, very, very important. And this should be written somewhere where you are referring every time. Because you should not lose this chart. You can lose this chart once it is fit in your mind. But before that, no. This is very, very important too. Third one, you will come to know when we will start solving problems, we will come to know what this entire thing means. Okay. So rule number third. Rule number third is sum not. What is that sum not? I can say that sum A are not B. Sum A are not B. So A is here, B is here. See, there is no relation. See, the relation is not given between A and B. So I can draw A and B separately. And actually, I have to draw A and B separately. So I will say that some part of A is not the part of B according to my statement. Some part of A. Which part? This shaded part. Some part of A is not the part of B. Okay. Now, under this, what are the definite conclusions and what are the possible conclusions? Under this definite conclusion, we have, as we can see in the statement, as we can see in the diagram, some A are not B. They are the definite conclusions here. Now, what are the possible conclusions? See, I cannot see any relation between A and B. So I can make possible anything without changing the meaning of my statement. This is my statement. I cannot change the meaning of my statement. So I can say that some A are B. Now, how I can say like this? If I draw like this something, A and B as common, and still I can say na, that this part of A is not the part of B. So my sum A are not B still holds true. So sum A or B is a possible conclusion. Again, sum B or A. Sum B or A. Next, I can bring entire B inside the A. So I can say that all B are A. But remember, I cannot bring entire A inside the B. Why? Because in the statement it is given that some A are not B. So entire A cannot go inside the B. So in this case, vice versa for all is not possible. Now, in the fourth one, what I can say? Again, some B are not A. That also I can say that this portion of B is not the part of A. But this is just a assumption. This is assumption because we cannot see directly in the diagram. Fourth one, I can say that that there is no relation because the two circles are separate. No, we can say that no A or B, and similarly we can say that no B or A. So these are the 6 possible conclusions and 1 definite conclusion. This is a possible conclusion, and this is the definite conclusion. Okay, so this was about some not. Now, next question. Next topic is no, or next concept is of no. I can say with the example, no A or B. That means two separate circles and both are separated from each other, completely separated from each other, no relation. Under this, definite conclusion will be what we can see, no A or B and no B or A. Under the possible conclusion, we have under this possible conclusion, we also have some A are not B. See, we cannot have the relation of some and all because that will make a direct relation with A and B, which is not allowed because we have no A or B. Very, very important. We have no A or B. So some A are not B. Second, we have some B are not A. So we have some A are not B and some B are not A is the possible conclusion. So for all the 4 rules, all the 4 relations I have given you the possible and the definite conclusion. Now, what does this definite and possible means and whom to implement? So always remember the most important point. Whenever we have definite conclusion and whenever we have possible conclusion, if in our conclusion definite is true, then that at that moment possible will always be false. Whenever we have definite false, then possible will be true. Remember that always. Whenever we have definite correct, possible will be false. Whenever we have definite false, possible will be correct. At no point of time, we should have both right or both wrong. That is absolutely not allowed. Both write at the same time is not at all allowed. Now, we'll look for some questions. Now, I'll start solving some question. According to that, you will understand few concepts on that. Now, my first question is, my first question is on the log is, this is my statement. Okay. My first question is, all P are W. Second statement, some W are G. Third, no G is no G is. These were the statements. Now comes to my conclusion. My first conclusion was all P R H is possibility. So all P R H is a possibility. Second conclusion is some W are not H. Now the question is written in front of us. Now what should be the solution? Can anyone comment? What can be the solution over that? First of all, we have to draw the diagram. First thing, all P are W. That means we have to draw like this. Like how we have drawn all A are B. So similarly, all P are W. This is it. Now, some W are G. Some W are G. Like how we have drawn for some A are B. Similarly, some W are G. Then no G is H. So there is no relation between G and H. So if you have seen now, whatever we have drawn between A and B like this, we have to draw like this. Now, first conclusion and second conclusion. First is given all P R H is a possibility. Now, in the option only, that in the conclusion only, directly it is giving us all P the possibility word. So whenever you have the possibility word, you have to always see for the possible outcome. Okay. Now, and sorry, we have one more conclusion here, which is all P R G is a possibility. All P R G is a possibility. Okay. All P R H is a possibility. Tell me, is it possible that all P can go inside the H? Can we transfer entire P inside the H, like how we have studied in the theory part? What was the possible? What was the definite? So I'm just asking about the possibility. Can we transfer entire P inside the H? See, for all P to go inside the H, it is also important that we should transfer all W inside the H. Correct. But can we transfer entire W inside the H? Can we transfer entire W inside the H? No. See, just assume that this is your bedroom, this is your house. To shift your bedroom, you need to shift your house also. So is it possible that all W can go inside the H? No, that is not possible. Why? Because look at this portion. Look at this portion. Okay. This portion belongs to G also, this portion belongs to W also. Now, G cannot be the part of H at any point of time. Not even 1% of portion of G will go inside the H. So how this thing can go inside? So this entire area which is occupied by G and which is the part of W cannot go inside. So entire W cannot go inside the H. So how entire P you can send? So that is wrong. So all P are H is a possibility is wrong. So first one is wrong. Next, some W are not H. Now, can we say that some W are not H? Or and it is see what is he asking? Some W are not H is a definite conclusion. It is not asking about any possibility. Forever any possibility, no, you have the word possibility, you have the word maybe, and you have the word can be. These are the only three words where you will have to find the possibility. No. So some W are not H. So yes, see this portion of W. Okay, the shaded portion of W cannot be the part of H. So yes. See, for the same reason, for the reason why state the conclusion 2 is correct, for the same reason why conclusion 1 is false. Now, all P R G is a possibility. Again, can we transfer entire P inside the G? Now, for that, we need to see that first, do we have any restrictions over W? So see, there is no restrictions over the W. Entire W can go inside the G. So if entire W can go inside the G, entire P also can go inside the G. So third one is also true. So the answer is both second and third conclusion follows. The answer is second and third conclusion follows. Okay. Take the screenshot of that. Next question. Question number 2, we have statement first. Statement is some meat or chicken. Next one is all chicken or fish. Next, no chicken or fish. Just a correction. In this, we have to say that all chicken are fresh. Okay, not fish. Fresh. No chicken or fish, and some fish is whale. Now, next, we have conclusions. We have conclusions. First conclusion is some fresh are not fish. Next one, all meat being whale is a all meat being whale is a possibility, and third one is no meat is fish. So we have 4 statements. We have 1, 2, 3, and we have 4 statements, and we have 3 conclusions. So we will draw the diagram first. Some meat are chicken. So I will just write like this. Some meat are chicken. Well, all chicken are fresh. All means entire chicken will come under fresh. Then no chicken or fish. That means there is no relation between chicken and fish. Strictly no relation between chicken and fish. some fish is whale. So I can say some fish is whale. So this is my proper and correct diagram. Okay. Now we'll talk about the conclusions. Now some fresh are not fish. See, where is fresh? Okay, this circle, outer circle is fresh. Some fresh are not fish. Can you say that some fresh are not fish? Just like the previous question we did. My conclusion is some fresh is not fish. Look at the fresh part, look at the fish part, and see if is there any restriction between fresh and fish. Some fresh are not fish. See, when I talk about fresh and fish, that means what? Some, if my conclusion is some fresh are not fish, that means I have to find something in the fresh part which cannot be the part of fish. Can I say yes? This this cross region, this chicken part cannot be the part of fish at any point of time because of our fourth statement. Okay, so that means first is correct. Some fresh are not fish. Now, whenever you have asking answering some fresh are not fish, you have to ask yourself for the double confirmation that which fresh are not fish. Now, the answer is chicken part of fresh is not fish. Now, all meat being whale is a possibility. Can all meat be whale? Can all meat be whale? All meat being whale is a possibility. See, there is meat here and there is a whale here. Do we see any direct relation here? Do we see? No. We do not see any direct relation here. So when we do not see any direct relation, that means our anything possibly is true. Now, when we cannot see the relation between meat and whale, that means all meat being whale is a possibility. Okay, not definite. The possibility is true. So all meat can be part of the whale. I am not talking sure. If my conclusion was all meat is whale, if my conclusion was all meat is whale, then that is wrong. Why? Because this is asking about a definite conclusion between meat and whale, which is wrong. So all meat being whale is a possibility is true. Now no meat is fish. See, meat is here. Okay, fish is here. This portion is fish. Do we see any relation between meat and fish? See, looking at the diagram, we will say that yes, meat and fish circles are not overlapping each other. So we can say that there is no relation. Yes, no relation is true, but the relation that no meat is fish is a definite. This is a definite conclusion. As I told you, when there is, you cannot see direct relation, no definite conclusions can be true. So this will be false. If my conclusion was no meat is a fish is a possibility, yes. If I cannot see direct relation between them, it is true. Okay. Question number third. Only a few chain are ribbon. Only a few chain are ribbon. That is my first conclusion. My second conclusion is only a few ribbon are lace. And my third conclusion is no lace are socks. Okay? No lace are socks. Now my conclusion, these were my statements. Now my conclusions are all ribbon being SOX is a possibility, and second conclusion is all ribbon can never be this. So, three statements, two conclusions. Okay. Now, first thing first, you have to draw the diagram. So, all of you try drawing a diagram. I give you 30 seconds for the diagram. Then I will draw, and you can match with that. Now, we'll draw the diagram. See, only a few. Now, this is something new. Basically, only a few means you have to draw like this. Only a few means some A are B, but with a restriction that some part of A cannot be the part of B. Now, why this? If I say, if suppose if you are sitting in a classroom with your 20 classmates, and if I say that only a few students from this classroom are appearing for this exam, that means what? That definitely there are some students who are not answering. So these are those students who are black dots are those students who are not answering. So the diagram will look like this. Only a few chain, no? So only a few chain means that some part of chain will be the ribbon, but not all. But not all. Means some part of chain cannot be the part of ribbon. Is it done? Only a few ribbon are less. Again, same thing. Only a few ribbon are less. That means some part of ribbon will be restricted to the lace. So some part of ribbon cannot be the part of the lace. Now, no lace or socks. So this is very simple. You have to draw like this. No lace or socks. Means lace and socks are not related to each other. Not at all. Now, first conclusion. All ribbon being socks is a possibility. Can I say that all ribbon being socks is a possibility? Sairaj, you are saying first is correct. No, first is not correct because when I say that all ribbon being socks is a possibility, that means I have to say that entire ribbon should go inside the socks. But can my entire ribbon goes inside the socks? No. This portion of lace is a part of ribbon also. Remember, this portion of ribbon is a part of lace and this portion of lace is a part of the ribbon of the shaded region. And there is strictly no relation between socks and lace. Okay. So that's why this region of ribbon cannot be the part of socks. So that's why all ribbon being socks is a possibility is false. You can understand. Now I told you that whenever you say that some portion of ribbon cannot be the part of socks, so you have to ask yourself which portion. So this shaded portion. You can understand with the example. We have three countries. Okay, I think this is a real life example. India. Okay, we have India. We have Nepal. I will draw like this. I'll make it simple. Yeah. So we have India, we have Nepal, and we have Pakistan. Okay, we have India, we have Nepal and Pakistan. Or I will draw Pakistan here and Nepal here. Now we have friendly relation with Nepal, but we have our relation with Pakistan. All of you know, and India is not having any relation with Pakistan. And India wants to make any project on Nepal. Okay, India wants to make any project in Nepal, but the condition is India will not touch the land that will be used by Pakistan. So this shaded portion, that is the part of Nepal, but that is used by Pakistan for any purpose, for any constructor or residential purpose, anything. So India will come to the Nepal and it will and India will make any project in all over the Nepal, but will not touch the shaded portion. So that's why we can say that all of the Nepal cannot go inside the India. Means all Nepal being India is not possible. Why? Because the shaded region Pakistan is available. Similarly, all ribbon cannot go inside the socks. Why? Because shaded region lace is there. So first conclusion is wrong. Next, all ribbon can never be lace. Now, all ribbon can never be lace. Yes, I can see in the diagram only that this portion, which portion? All are shaded with the black, so I'll shade with red. This portion, this black portion, this red portion, I can see in the diagram that is not the part of the lace. So all ribbon can never be lace is a definitely true conclusion. All ribbon can never be lace is a definitely true conclusion. Now, question number 4. So answer will be only two follows. Only two follows. Now, next question. Question number 4. First is few hills are mountain. Next, each river are mountain. Third one is only a few dam are rivers. So these were my statements. Now my conclusion. First, second, third. Three conclusions. My first conclusion is all dam are mountain is a possibility. So all dam are mountain is possibility. Next, some hills are not rivers. Some hills are not rivers. Third one is all dams are hill is a possibility. All dams are hills is a possibility. So the first thing first is our diagram. So draw the diagram first. Now, few hills are mountain. Few means what? What is the meaning of few? Few is equal to some. So some hills are mountains. So I will say some hills are mountain. Some hills are mountains. Now each river are mountain. Each means all. Each means all. Each means all. Each means all. Now only so each river are mountain. That means inside the mountain we will have river. So I have to say that all river are mountain. Now only a few dams are rivers. Means dams will be somewhere here. And I have to say that only a few dams are river. That means some part of dam will not be the part of the river. Now my first conclusion is all dam are mountain is a possibility. Can my all dam go inside the mountain? Is it possible? So, do you see any restriction between dam and mountain? No, I cannot see any restriction between dam and mountain. So, when no restriction is given and relation also is unknown, that means anything is possible. Okay, any conclusion is possible. So, dams, yes, all dams can go inside the mountains. We do not have any restrictions. Next, some hills are not rivers. Hills are here, rivers are here. See, hills are here, rivers are here. We do not have any relation known. Okay, we cannot see any relation. So saying something on the definite conclusion, saying anything on the definite conclusion will be false. So some hills are not rivers. It's simple. Whenever you see any definite conclusion, first ask yourself, can I see in the diagram? No, I cannot see anything in the diagram. That means it is wrong. Simple wrong. All dams are hills is a possibility. Now this is dam, this is hills. Do we see any relation here? No, we do not see any relation between hill and dam. Do we see any restrictions here? No, we do not see any restrictions here. So we can say that all dams can go inside the hill. So all dams being hill is a possibility, is a true. The answer will be only first and third follows. Only first and third follows. Okay. So today, what we did, first we studied the rules of syllogs, which are the four major relation: all, some not, and not. We studied the chart, we studied the graph, we learned how to draw the diagram, and based on that we saw the examples of four questions. Now in the next session, what we will do, we will solve the questions that session. So this was the Silox part 1. So that in this session I told you what is Silox, the basic concept, and a few examples. In the part 2 or many questions, so that you will come to know variety of the question and how to solve them and how to tackle them. Okay. So see you guys on the next Saturday with Silox part 2 session. We'll continue wherever we are living right now. Okay. Have a good night. Have a great day. Thank you.